What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Snowcast Sports Talk Podcast, episode 89. I want to start by saying I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. That's why we weren't here last week. We were all celebrating Thanksgiving, actually, and then Ben was here the week before that. I don't know if we even did that week. Did we take 2 weeks off? Yeah, we have.
Oh, we did.
Wow.
So we got a lot to review. We've been keeping the picks going, so with that, we're going to go into the results. Oh, well, my screen isn't being shared. Let me get my...
We did do. Remember, me and Ben were in different rooms.
Oh, what happened?
It was the week. It was the week before that we didn't do.
Oh,
We didn't have Matt that week either, did we?
I was on the train 1 week that we didn't do it.
I don't know.
I'm trying to remember, and I'm honestly struggling. I have no idea.
well, we got 2 weeks to review. We're not really gonna do. We're not gonna do interviews. So I'll start with some placings here, so we can see the last 2 weeks. Matthew has just been an absolute. Let me turn my music down.
He's on a tear.
Yeah, Matt, you're way too good at football.
What a loser.
Matthew,
No, I'm gonna explain why he's just
Yeah,
gaining on
yeah,
us.
Charlie. Let it out, Charlie. Criticizing my picks the moment he said the Jets would beat the Bills. Matt, your
that
picks,
was.
I think the Jets are gonna beat the Bills.
And then Charlie has this new hate boner for the Texans. I thought that was a little fun. He thought the Titans and the Texans would beat them. He has a hate boner for the Jaguars. Excuse me.
Prince Charming.
Yeah, this whole time. John, you're still in second, but just by a sliver. I can
Dude,
smell you.
so
Don't
bad.
fart, because I'll smell it. And then
Yeah.
Ben and Charlie coming in the rear. We haven't seen many pushes here. The picks this week will be interesting, but instead of doing
We got some good
interviews,
ones.
we'll kind of just do some chit-chat here.
Maybe we just go around and just say your least favorite thing about the NFL and also about the Pickems so far.
I love it.
That's so negative.
I like
I
that.
want to be
It,
negative.
it's a Monday. It's the other thing. We're recording on a Monday, so we actually don't have the
Yeah.
last game of this week. It's going to be on tonight.
Maybe
Let's start.
next week. We'll do favorite thing and favorite thing.
Yeah, let's start with here. I do want to ask everyone a question. Is anyone going to watch this game tonight?
Yeah,
Nope.
man. I got Justin Fields starting tonight.
Oh, true. Big for you. Anyone else? I'm curious. I'm not.
I'm going to bet
I
after
might
this.
put it on in the background. We're not really gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't even know how to watch games if I'm not with you guys.
Well, even
would I
if you have
understand
Fubo
this
and the
one?
three of us are on, I keep getting notifications. Do you, John and Matthew? Do you get notifications for that? Does it tell you? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, you have
Yeah,
to
it
keep
did for
clicking.
me
Okay.
yesterday.
All right. Yeah.
I get nothing.
Well, you might have to start paying me because it's like $90 a month, and I have to click this button every time. So I feel like I'm really getting the shaft.
Billy,
So-
I'll tell you what's funny, dude. You texted me about it before I was even signed on watching it. So I don't I think, Billy, there's a small chance your account is hacked. When's the last time you changed your password? Because we might have like
John,
a
I'll
bunch
say
of
my password out
foreigners.
right now, and no one would have.
No, Billy. Foreigners who like cracked a code to find it. Not that they talked to you and knew it.
Really, there's like 3 people here of Jack's friends that have Fubo. You're Fubo. There's like 2 back
have, you
Ah!
have you been giving it out?
Your Fubo's
that's-
everywhere.
I don't even use it myself. I just hand it back to my friends.
Just give it out to everyone fair.
But Ben, I want to ask Ben a quick question. I know we're not doing interviews, but I genuinely was curious just on your thoughts about the Browns signing Joe Flacco. Would you rather Joe Flacco start over DTR Jay Walker?
After yesterday,
This is why I love this podcast. Is I just learned so much about the world and what's
you
going on.
didn't know that? That was
The Browns
ground-shattering.
Joe Flacco?
Joe Flacco.
Dude, the Flack.
The
The
elite
Flack.
dragon.
The Flack
He's
is
a
back.
Raven.
He
Super Bowl
was.
MVP. And then a Jet.
Oh gosh.
And then a
Is
loser.
DTR out for a long time? Do we know
Did you
that?
watch him play against the Bronx?
I have no idea. I know he left the game injured, but I have
Well,
no
yeah.
idea. Yeah.
I do want to touch on something quickly. Was this last Thursday night game 2 weeks ago the most brutal football game we've watched in a long time?
Oh,
How
It
many
simply
players?
ruined.
Yeah, how many players went out?
Yeah, I think Amazon was probably so hyped. They were like, our one good game of the year, let's go.
That's
And then literally, boom, boom, boom. I heard a shot fired in the stadium, too. Did you guys hear it?
Dude,
Yeah. That game sucked. I
Just
I
kidding.
hated watching that game.
it sucked.
It was
yeah.
terrible.
And I feel like the Mark Andrews injury isn't getting enough. I'm not saying that
Matthew,
Joe Burrow.
At
wasn't
Thanksgiving
good.
dinner, I asked to take a moment of silence for Mark Andrews. What are you talking
All
about?
right. Well, he's on your fantasy team, so you're doing it. But Mark Andrews going down for the season. The Ravens still look good, but when playoffs come, you don't have Mark Andrews. I mean,
yeah.
that's
Nah,
That's huge for them.
they don't
That-
need him. They don't need him.
They don't need him. They don't need him. Likely looks great, honestly.
Isaiah Likely does look great.
Yeah.
He does look great.
He did look
Tight
talented.
end play calling.
He did look good. We all picked the Ravens. I guess we can focus on the Ravens. We did pick the Ravens this week as well over the Chargers. Are the Ravens the number one team in the AFC? I think they are right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
I think after the
Yeah,
Chiefs
they are.
just lost, I think they're the best.
Dude, it's them, the Jags, or the Texans, right?
The Bills are definitely not it. Even though
It cannot be the Bills or the Chiefs. It can't be. You can say either of them are good, but they are not above the three I just named. I think all three of them could lose to the three I just said.
I think I don't know if I put the Texans up there yet. The Texans are the one win the Panthers got. They're still figuring a lot of their stuff out, although they look awesome. But the Jaguars, I would agree, they're looking incredible. The last 2 weeks, they've looked so good.
It was really good. The last
Sitting
couple
on my
of
bench, just been sitting on my bench. I'm trying to look at some of the games here. I don't even want to talk about the Patriots game. I didn't even watch it. I was at work.
Oh, it was glorious. I mean, sorry, and then I'm gonna stop. We got to give everyone else some airtime here. The difference between the Patriots and the Giants is the Patriots actually don't have one, but they have the two worst quarterbacks in the NFL both on their roster. Like Mac Jones and Bailey Zappi, you trade them out, they both throw to the other team in horrendous ways. I mean, they would go all the way down the field. They dominated us in every aspect of the game, but then they just kept giving us the ball. And then they go for the 35-yard field goal from the guy they drafted, and I look at Liv and I go, I just have a feeling they're not going to make this, and they missed it. And I was like, all right, well, I don't even know if I can brag, and now we have the 6th pick, and you guys are going to get Caleb Williams or Drake May. So we'll see. Hopefully, like I said in the chat, Charlie was in. Hopefully it's a Trevor Lawrence and not a Kyler Murray. So. Or a Baker.
It was not. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so this is actually this. I wanted to talk about this a little bit today. It'll be interesting because right now the way that if the draft was tomorrow, right, it's going to be the Bears drafting number 1, the Cardinals number 2, Patriots number 3. Are the Cardinals or Bears going to go for a quarterback this year?
Cardinals, I think, will play their way out of that spot. I think Kyler will win a couple games here and there by the end of the year. So I don't think, and I think the Cardinals will draft Marvin Harrison Jr. or trade back.
Oof.
The Bears, here's my question to the Patriots fans. Would you trade your quarterback for Justin Fields?
Yeah.
If
I
you don't
might.
get a good draft pick, I will.
I might.
I'd trade for Justin Fields.
I might too.
I don't love that. I think there's better options, but I'd do it
Yeah.
if it was.
Charlie, I think whoever the bottom 2 teams are, no matter what, are going to take a quarterback, and their current quarterback is going to be on a tight string, even if they like them. You know what I mean? Just because how many times do you get the opportunity to get that first or second round pick quarterback?
to
So
pick the
you
best,
take
yeah.
it. You take it and you do a split and you just play the hot hand, right? Right.
I would agree typically, but there's some like generational talent come out of this draft, like Marvin Harrison Jr. Are you going to really pass on him when you have a quarterback that you might believe in? Do you want to get another guy just to inspire him? You want to get like a top 2 quarterback just to inspire the guy you already have? It seems like a wasted.
And here's
You grab him, and you trade who you have. So Cardinals get it, they try to get rid of Kyler. Bears get it, they try to get rid of Fields. That's what I think.
Yeah,
Charlie-
and here's the thing too, and then sorry, Ben, but let's say you pass on Marvin Harrison Jr., let's say Caleb Williams is a bum. That GM is toast. Like, if the Giants pass on Marvin, let's say the Giants find their way back up, which we have to play the Eagles twice. So we could very easily, and here's the thing. Oh, well, Billy, the Eagles are only 2. They'll kill 4 of our players. So we're going to lose 2 games and lose 4 starters. So
Especially when you play in Philly.
and when you pay the refs the way the Eagles pay the refs in that Bills game yesterday, where you can blatantly horse collar the shit out of anyone you feel like doing it to and don't have to worry about any penalties at all. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
There's going to be
stop it.
energy. No, it was the refs are trash in this league. They
And
are.
yeah.
Go ahead,
I
John.
guess so. Well, did you see I don't really want to bring it up, but go watch Jalen Hurts running the overtime touchdown in a couple times, and you're gonna see a defensive player just stand still and watch him. I don't know if he was gassed. I don't know if he was afraid he'd get juked, but like I could have put more effort into tackling Jalen Hurts than this guy. I'm not saying I could get the tackle, I'm saying I could have put more effort in. This guy, he just like stood there, and it's a little sus. No one's like pointed out yet. Like I didn't watch this on a sus video. I remember seeing it last night, and then today I saw like a hype video for the Eagles and saw it again, and I was like,
Well, John, you know what it really is, I think, and this
gas,
is
maybe, right? Maybe he was just gassed and he didn't
maybe,
expect
but
it.
this is my biggest complaint with where the NFL is going is
Yeah.
the rules they put in place to protect the quarterback, and I think guys are getting so scared to lay a hit on the
Yeah.
quarterback. Like there was a game, I
So
forget what it
fair.
was. It was a game this week where this quarterback just started scrambling, trying to make a play happen, and he got rocked, right? A legal hit, rocked, and they threw a flag on the play. And it's just like you cannot hit the quarterback anymore.
Well,
You can't make a play on the quarterback without a flag being thrown out.
Yeah.
It's honestly like making the game unwatchable.
And here,
Yeah.
but here's the thing though, the game's also unwatchable because Joe Burrow, Kirk Cousins, Daniel Jones. Let's start naming off quarterbacks that are out for the entire year. It's like the NFL is trying to offset that, but they're failing at it. So now we have a ton of starting quarterbacks that aren't playing, and the ones that are playing, it's not even fun to watch. Because John, here's the thing. This is probably what the Bills player was thinking. I can go clock the shit out of Jalen Hurts, but then once I do that, they'll get right there, they'll push tush, and I'm going to get fined $15,000. I'm just going to keep my $15,000 and lose the game.
Yeah. And it's a rainy, cold night anyway.
And
I
they're
wanna
just
go
and
home.
it's in overtime, and they're looking to get the hell out. Let's talk about the Bills-Eagles game. Did everyone watch that game? That might have been
Game was
game.
hype.
I think it was game of
Yeah.
the year.
Yeah,
It's
no,
hype.
it was a great game.
What was some takeaways from that game?
The Eagles have the ultimate team. They can just they like observe the first 3 quarters, and then in the fourth quarter
Attack.
they learn from all their mistakes and they go on the offense, and no one can handle it. They've now done it twice.
To
They
the
did
Chiefs and the Bills.
They just did it to the Bills.
Yeah.
They're about to do it to San Francisco in this week's Pickems. So you already know who I'm picking,
Ooh.
because there's no doubt in my mind they're gonna sit, wait, and then go on the offense right in the fourth quarter and take it. It's
This-
very fun to watch.
This Eagles team reminds me a lot of the old Patriots. I remember watching old Patriots with Tom Brady. Never there in the first half. Never there. Then the second, the third quarter, and the fourth quarter hit, we just start getting our momentum. We go until we eventually either win the game in overtime or in like a last drive. And that's what Jalen Hurts is also starting to remind me of. The confidence that man has. It's so fun to watch. It is so fun to watch. That was a great game. There was some bad calls in that game, but the one thing I'm thinking about, Billy, is I think in the battles this week between our teams, I totally won, because the Giants beating the Patriots means we get a better draft pick, and then the Eagles beat the Bills, which just means the Bills have a less chance of making the Super Bowl.
You destroyed me.
I destroyed you. That's all I could think about.
Charlie, any thoughts?
Yeah, I just think that the Bills are a really like poorly coached team this year. I mean,
Why are
they
you
had
calling a timeout before the kick from 60 yards? Why are you
It's
giving the
just-
kicker time?
there's so many questionable things, and let's also make this point that kick from 60 yards out in the rain was insane. Like the Bills probably should have won that game. The Eagles were kind of sloppy at the end when it came to like the game management, and so I think that the Eagles got a little lucky there, and maybe the Bills a little unlucky.
The Bills unlucky? What?
But the Bills had, apart from that tiny bit of unluck, right? The Bills had a decent lead going into the fourth quarter, and they blew it. And I think
Josh
that
Allen threw a fourth quarter pick.
I was just gonna say, and people, I'm tired of people.
Yeah.
I'm tired of people being like, "Well, he played like Superman." You don't throw a pick in the fourth quarter and let the Eagles get the ball at the 20-yard line. That's not Superman. Like, what are you talking about? Like, come on.
So, like, as good as they are, they put up 34 points against a really good defense, and Philadelphia is probably the best team in the league, and it was a really close game. They maybe should have won it. I just feel like the Bills keep beating themselves this year. There was a stat where it's like, of all the games they've lost this year, most of them have been with like one score. They've been like one-score games, and the ones that they've won have been blowouts.
I think the Bills were like the first team in NFL history to have 200 more offensive yards, like 15 minutes or 10 minutes more of time of possession, like all these different stats, and still lose the game. So,
Yeah. So I mean, I think this offseason, McDermott, all right, that's the coach for the
Yeah.
Bills. He's got to go. He's got to go. It's
I
just
think it's where
not
maybe
alright.
Belichick goes there.
no.
People have been talking about it.
People have been
He
talking
might
about
go to the
Belichick to the
Chargers.
Chargers.
Might
Ben,
go to the.
I think
teams.
Belichick makes most sense for the Chargers, honestly.
Ben, did
in
you
my
watch
opinion.
this game at all or no?
No, I was driving all yesterday. I had the 4 o'clock games on. I had the Browns game on, but it was just like the Google score thing, you know. So I just got updated, I
All
could
right.
just like watch the stats.
Well, let
I'll
me
just-
let me quickly touch on the Bills, and then we're going to talk about the Browns Broncos because I'm a little heartbroken about that. I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, Josh Allen played a great game, but Jalen Hurts is clutch. There's a difference between being a super talented, like it reminds me of Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. Like Peyton Manning was clearly the more talented player, maybe had better stats most of the years, but when the big moment came, like I can remember a lot of moments Peyton Manning didn't always deliver for the Colts in those big moments. For Tom Brady, even though maybe he wasn't the better player, maybe he wasn't the better stat line, delivered at the end there. And Jalen Hurts, like Matthew said, the confidence is ridiculous. And the Eagles' defense actually scares me a little bit. I don't know if the Bills are starting to turn a corner here and get better, or if the Eagles' defense, the Cowboys.
People have been scoring. Billy, the Patriots in Week 1 scored like 20.
No, I'm
points in
saying
that
the Eagles' defense to me is actually not their strong point. It's the
That's what I
offense
mean.
that's their strong point.
Agreed.
But yeah, Josh, you can't throw a pick in the fourth quarter, my guy, especially to a team like this. That's just not the mistake that you can do. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Charlie said it the best, though. It was coaching. McDermott had so many questionable decisions. And, you know, I really, when the game's on the line, you're targeting A.J. Brown, but for some reason the Bills don't target Stephon Diggs, and it makes no sense to me. Like, they're trying to throw all these balls to Gabe Davis, which is fine, but Gabe Davis and Josh Allen are not on the same wavelength all the time, and you saw it at the end of overtime there. Like, that'll get you. Josh Allen played great, though. I feel bad for him. He reminds me so much of Justin Herbert. He's a good player on just not a great roster. But, Ben, what happened to the Browns? Is Russ the real deal? Like, did Russ cook you guys? Russ scored some points. Russ has 20 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. I know he's thrown less than 200 yards in all these wins, but Russ is playing good ball, guys.
Russ is winning games. He does what a good quarterback does. He wins games.
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite things about watching Browns games or having Browns games on is the text messages from my dad, and he's always pissed. Like, win or loss, he's just mad about something. But one of the things Denver, did they have the worst run defense in the league?
The Dolphins scored 70 points on him earlier this year. So, like, Achane and Mostert each had, like, 50 fantasy points that week. So,
I think they might statistically have the worst run defense in the league. And I think we're, like, majority pass with a third start rookie quarterback who was, like, 4th on our depth chart to start the season. I don't know. It's just, like, the coaching is shit.
yeah.
I think Myles Garrett, Amari Cooper, and DTR all got hurt that game. It's like,
Yeah.
I honestly love it. If the Browns were good, it wouldn't be as fun. Football wouldn't be as fun.
I can tell you
Something would be off.
the Giants going on a 2-win streak has been fun because they're so horrible. Like, when they win these games, you're just kind of impressed. Like, you really are. So, go ahead, Ben.
Yeah, it's okay. We can move on.
I have a quick rant about a team that the more this season has gone on, I just hate. And I think anytime.
Yeah, here, wait, Matthew, before you go, everyone, let's go
Yeah,
around.
you got it.
Your least favorite team this far through the season. Like, what team do you just hate the most? For any reason. It can be they're a rivalry, they've let you down, you've picked them too many times. John, Charlie, Ben, and then me, Matthew, you get to go first. Do your rant, and then we'll go to the Pickems.
Every time I pick this team to win, they lose. And every time I pick them to.
I already know.
Yeah, it's the Falcons. I hate this team. You never know if each week Artie Smith is going to figure out just hand the ball to Bijan or not. Sometimes he just kind of forgets Bijan Robinson's there. Then other weeks he looks over and goes, "Oh yeah, I forgot I drafted him in the first round for no reason." I feel like the Falcons and their organization's just so stupid. Like in the draft, they just look at like the best player and go, "I'll take that one." They're like the guy in Yu-Gi-Oh who just runs all the monster cards. Like you got to figure out what to do with them. You can't all these skilled players and not know what the hell to do with them.
7 tribute normal monsters in a deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it feels like they're in the same conundrum the Patriots are in. They go with a different quarterback each week, so there's absolutely no continuity. So even your skilled players aren't even going to do well. So the only thing you can do is hand it off to get any results.
And then sometimes they just win, and you never know when they're gonna win or lose. This team I hate. I hate them so much. But yeah, that's my rant.
All right, John.
I'm between two.
Got to pick one.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the Bucks. Baker Mayfield's Uncle Rogby or Matt. Every week is like when you walk into solitude for the first time on a new character in Skyrim. He gets his head cut off every time. That's Baker Mayfield every game. Uncle Rogveer. Uncle Rogveer, no. No. Every game, dude. He just cannot put it together, and it makes me so sad because Chris Godwin's had like his slowest year in the last 3 years for no good reason. Mike Evans is a beast every week, but they still can't win. Rashad White is becoming a beast of a running back. He's like up in the top 10 right now. Baker Mayfield usually throws a decent game, up above 200 yards, usually 2 touchdowns, usually 1 interception.
Could you argue, John, it's the same as the
I don't know
Bills
about that last stat,
with
but-
the coaching?
Dude, yeah, the only difference is Sean McDermott looked like a beast, and freaking Todd Bowles looks like he just cheated on his homework and he's trying to hide it. Like, I swear, his face was.
He
It's like I was
does.
hoping they don't look at him.
It's actually,
Yeah,
that's
I don't know. And I
great.
think the other thing is I just always hope they're gonna win. Like, I just like those players so much. Like Vita Vea is out there. Their freaking DBs are horrible this year for no reason. That's the same ones who stopped Pat Mahomes in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. All the same guys. Dean, Carlton Jr. I mean, they're good players. They just suck.
Charlie, who's your least favorite team?
And Baker Mayfield's Uncle Rogbeer.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. I mean, obviously, I hate the Patriots this year just because, but that's an easy one. So, I'm gonna go with the Chargers. The Chargers are
That's a
really
good
pissing me
one.
off this year, and honestly, like they're the epitome of like what I despise about the NFL this year. It's just such garbage football being put on every single week, and it's so hard to watch sometimes because it's a roster that should be so good, right? They have Herbert, who gets a lot of hate, but Herbert's really good. I
No,
mean, he
Herbert's
can't-
really good.
amazing.
can't
Talented
play
guy.
both sides of the ball. And he's a really good quarterback. and
Talented.
They have so many weapons. Everett is a great tight end. Eckler.
Keenan
They have
Allen.
Keenan Allen.
Kelly. Even Kelly's underrated.
Kelly. They have great players.
Who's
And-
the defensive guy?
Yeah, they have Khalil Mack. Joey Bosa wasn't playing last night, but they have Mack. They got other
Oh.
guys.
Their defense isn't terrible either. It's so frustrating week in, week out to see them play and to see them like just put up the football that they're putting up. It's like, it's really annoying.
Yeah,
It
so fun
annoys me.
fact, the Chargers have as many wins as the Giants do this year. Let that sink in.
Yeah.
Coaching, baby. That's coach!
Coach!
So it's
Billy, have you seen stuff about Coach coming out lately?
Yeah, I have. We'll talk about it.
What's coming out about Coach?
He's fighting with the defensive coordinator, but it's not true. Coach gave
Wink.
Coach gave him a game ball at the end of the game. They're all good. Don't worry about it.
He's
Yeah,
gotta
it's a
be.
winky. I
Coach
want
has
you
got to
to
go
have it,
next year.
winky.
Who's got to go?
Sorry, I didn't mean to-
Coach.
Dave's? Dave's the only reason we're winning. What are you
The bubble.
talking about?
He's a
But you might go to a team that he can win with.
Yeah, put Dave's on the Chargers. Watch out. That would be disgusting.
That'd
yeah.
be awesome.
Yeah,
That'd be
Colin
awesome.
Coward's been saying it for years. I'm like, fuck you, Colin. Stop saying that. All right, Ben, who's your least favorite team?
You know, I didn't know at first, and I was thinking like Ravens or Steelers just because they have a big rivalry with the Browns. Then I was looking, I'm like, man, Commanders are like they've been pissing me off. But the Rams are a fucking CPU team this year.
You guys have
like-
got such good ones.
I
How did
like
they win?
dislike they sold out for a Super Bowl and like congratulations, and now it seems like they don't actually exist as one of the teams. You know, they're just like they're just
No.
in the Pickems. They show up on someone's TV, I'm sure somewhere. Ugh, just gross. Gross to me.
You guys have like listed
Yeah.
out all the good teams, but none of you listed mine, which I'm impressed with. It's the freaking Saints. I am so
Oh, no.
so tired. I am
they were my
so
second
tired
choice.
of David Carr
They were
or
my
Derek
other
Carr.
one.
I am so tired of it. It's
Nice.
done. There's no one more Ryan Tannehill than Derek Carr. Derek Carr is the most Tannehill player I've ever. He just is so inconsistent. Games he should clearly win, he throws pick sixes. And then games he should clearly lose, they somehow win. And talk about the Chargers having a talented team. The Saints have a very talented team. They have a ton of weapons on the offensive side, and their defense is also pretty good. And they are they winning the? I think it's the Falcons who have the lead now in the NFC North. Like the
the
Saints
Falcons.
with Derek Carr aren't winning their division against the Bucks, the Falcons and the Panthers. And that's another team. Honorable mention, the fucking Panthers. Like, what are you doing? Firing your coach? Like, what is going... Talk about bad ownership all the way down.
That's what it is.
All the way down.
The guy,
David
this is like the
Tepper.
third
David
coach
Tepper.
they fired mid-season.
Yeah, what an
you
idiot.
Can't do that. You're just gonna suck forever.
But the Saints.
Yeah.
Hate
Yeah,
the
this is
Saints.
just gonna hurt Bryce Young, who's already like trying to pick up so much slack on an absolutely bad roster, and the poor guy can't do it because he's just a rookie. He doesn't know. But yeah, no, I hate the Panthers.
Yeah, Saints are my least favorite, though. That was good. Saints, Rams, Charlie did the Chargers, John did the Bucks, Matthew did the Falcons. Those might be like the 5 most mid teams in the NFL. And we all picked the teams that have boned us a shit ton of times. In the
You know what? The only other team I would say would be the Steelers. It's the only other one I add to that list.
Well,
I'm so
I like
they
them.
just
yeah,
whoever they're playing this week, I bet you they lose even after they
No.
just played
The
against
Steelers,
against the Bengals.
the
Steelers are
Steelers,
good.
the Steelers
Who
will
are they playing?
It doesn't matter. They will score 1 more point, but they will have less turnovers or less. They'll have less turnovers less turnovers taken. They'll lose in time of possession. They'll have less rushing yards, less passing yards, less defensive good stats, but they'll win by 1 point. That's the Steelers.
More
Literally.
TJ Watts.
Yeah. TJ Watt just takes that team, puts it on its back. With that, we'll go in order here. Matthew, Dallas, Seattle.
Give me Cowboys. Seattle's a team I could have talked about. They're very
Yeah,
disappointing.
I was just thinking Seattle's another team. Actually,
Yeah,
they might make me more angry than the Saints.
Whatever
Yeah,
look Gino had in his eyes is gone.
Well, we all knew that. It's like everyone was like, "Oh, Gino's the." It was 1
Come
year.
back clear of the year.
Johnny.
Cowboys.
Yeah, we're about to get serious. I think we're gonna see us all start to agree a little bit more here, and we'll see. I'm gonna go Cowboys as well.
I can see it in Charlie's eyes and Ben's
Yeah,
eyes.
no. So listen, I wanted to explain earlier why Matthew is kind of keeps creeping away from everybody, right? Because Matt picks first half the time, other half he doesn't. But Matt's been in the lead since the very beginning, right? And I've kind of been, I don't know, I'm like 15 games behind at this point. I have to pick different games than Matt. If I pick the same shit Matt picks every week, which I agree a lot on what he picks, I'm never gonna catch him. So I gotta be risky.
Yeah, Charlie, you really dug yourself in a hole week 1.
With that being said, I'm not gonna take the risk here. I am gonna go the Cowboys.
Week 1 is hard though.
Yeah, week
one,
one's
2,
tough.
and 3 of this game are
I
hard.
think
because
Sorry, John, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was kind of finished. They're just the hardest.
I think come next year when we do this, week 1 is going to be very important to us. I think we've realized if you can have a good week 1, you can distance yourself.
It feels so good. It feels so good.
Ben, who you
To be
taking?
last.
I have to go Cowboys, I think. They've been
Dak's
really
playing.
well.
Dak is. Yeah, I was gonna. You got to give Dak his flowers. He's feeling
You
good.
do a little bit.
He's on the
Billy.
sleep number net mattress.
He is.
It's
His
probably
face
my
is
coldest take of the
flopping.
year. I said that the Cowboys were gonna miss the playoffs this year and have a losing record. That is a cold ass take.
Who are your guys' 3 MVP picks right now?
CJ Stroud, Christian McCaffrey, Miles Garrett.
T.J. Watt, Lamar Jackson. T.J. Watt.
Well, Billy's
Lamar-
2 stupid ones. What's your third?
CJ Stroud's got to be there, but CJ Stroud has to be
Yeah,
one.
and C.J. Those
What-
are my three. But I think
Guys,
Jalen Hurts
Chris-
isn't either of you two's MVP right
he
now?
could be.
if he is for me, Ben, Miles Garrett gets dropped. He'd be the 3.
I just think
Miles-
I think Lamar's doing more for his team than Jalen is. I think Lamar is really playing good football.
I just don't think Lamar's going to finish the season, so I don't think he'll get the chance.
It's gonna be CJ Stroud. Just
Has to
my,
be.
my
That'd be
one
so cool.
my one is
Yeah.
CJ Stroud.
So good. I watched that almost that whole Jaguars game. Oh my god.
They cut their
That game is
kicker. The Texans
amazing.
were so mad they lost that game. They cut Amendola. They cut the kicker.
Dude, he sucks. He sucks. I'm glad. No, there's some justice in the world. He's horrible.
Can't have a bad kicker, man.
I hope he never plays in the NFL again and he has to work at fucking Hobby Lobby.
Who's
the rest of
yours,
his life.
Ben?
Oh gosh.
Ben's gonna be
fucking
like
Hobby Lobby.
DTR, Miles Garrett, Amari Cooper.
Oh yeah, it's those 3. Yeah. Let's go Colts.
Ben, Colts did you and me good last week, Ben. I almost wanted to talk to you. I saw you were the only other boy who picked the Colts. I was like, ooh, okay.
Colts are savage.
Charlie.
The Colts. Ooh, I have some weird fixation with the Titans this year.
I
where
know.
just like
And,
I really
and like you
believe
said,
in them, man.
dude, you have to pick different ones.
And honestly, I was gonna pick the Titans before Ben said Colts. I think Levis is looking decent, man, and Henry's starting to turn it on a bit. I'm gonna go with my boys, the Titans.
I like the Colts. I think that coach there from the Eagles is underrated as hell. Going Colts.
Charlie, I want this solo one for you. I would take it in your position, but I have to go Colts because I'm only one game in front of Billy.
Absolutely, I respect it.
Maddie.
I'm gonna take the Colts as well, but I also just wanted to answer the question really quickly. I do agree with Billy with C.J. Stroud, Lamar Jackson, but then I
Thank
also
you.
like T.J. Watt. I think he's really.
Yeah,
popping
that
off
was
this-
my 3, Matthew. That's what I said. I said.
Oh, did you say T.J. Watt?
Yeah,
Oh, I missed
T.J.
that. I
Watt.
missed
He's
that.
carrying the Steelers. Like,
Yeah.
Billy,
yeah.
Matt and Billy don't watch a lot of football.
Yeah,
Give me
John.
a cement for that shit.
Oh shit,
Cement that.
John. Who'd you say?
For my 3 picks.
Yeah, no, yeah,
For MVP?
Yeah.
Christian McCaffrey, 1 game away from breaking the all-time record of touchdowns.
yes.
per game.
John,
They
Debo
got
Samuel,
10 of-
Brandon
10 of
Ayuk,
them.
George Kittle, like what?
They got Christian McCaffrey's running back touchdowns for him.
No,
Dude,
John.
CMC.
But John, the team has to cover all the players, so the box is never stacked.
Wait, John,
Oh,
he's
Bragg-
one
oh,
touchdown
oh.
away from what?
Well, he was 1 away. He already lost it
That-
for most consecutive games with a touchdown, and he was so close, and the team wanted to get him so bad. You can watch it on YouTube, Ben. Like 4 plays in a row. I think they even went for it on 4th
Ben, it was
because they had
against
such
your-
a lead,
Yeah, go ahead, John. Sorry.
and they just wanted him to get it. So you just
Mm.
can't. I mean, like, yeah, I don't know. So that number 2, CJ Stroud, bro. Did you
yeah,
watch, you
we
watch that
all
game
we
against
no,
the
yeah,
Jaguars?
we all agree. We all agree on that
Yeah,
one.
so good. And then, dude, it's the remainder of the season. If we have to put a defensive guy in there, it's literally going to come down. How many more times do the Steelers and the Browns play? That's who it's going to be. TJ
They're
Watt or
done.
Myles
They're
Garrett.
done. They've
They
already
never
played.
play again.
No, they've already played their 2 times, big guy, unless it's the
Miles
playoffs.
Garrett got hurt
Bummer.
last game.
Yeah,
Then
it's TJ,
maybe
dude. It's
TJ.
TJ also is
Yeah,
the one
dude,
piece on that
The
defense.
problem is the Steelers
Are
like,
winning
50-50.
games.
But Billy, there's so much season left. If they don't make the playoffs, can he actually?
They're
give
gonna
a guy
make John. They're
an
7 and
an
4. What are you
MVP?
talking about? They're
Yeah,
gonna.
but
They could
Billy,
make the
go
playoffs.
look at the AFC though. If Ravens are the only team, Billy, the
God,
like
bro.
you need to go look at it. I think the Steelers are still in the hunt, Billy.
John, the Steelers have a better record than the Texans.
Yeah, but are they going to sustain that for the rest of the season?
They've been sustaining it for like 10 years.
I'll bet you right now $25.
I'm
TJ
not
Watt
taking
does
that
not
bet.
get it.
Oh, Carlos,
Okay, then
yeah,
I
no,
just wanted to see how confident
No,
you were.
no. I thought you were gonna say the Steelers would make the playoffs over the Texans.
No,
That I'm not
that
confident
TJ Watt
about.
gets it.
I don't know, John.
Yeah, Billy, you wouldn't make the bet on either, and you're giving me shit.
I am
I
giving
would
a
make the
shit.
bet on either, just so.
Yeah, John.
Whoa.
Get him, John.
Either.
All right, we gotta
Oh.
move here. We gotta move here.
Yeah. If anyone really quickly wants a good fantasy tip, if you're looking for defenses to start, just pick the ones that are playing the Patriots.
You
So
will get a
anyone-
lot of interceptions.
Dude.
A lot of them.
Pick the Chargers. I'm going Chargers.
I have to.
Yeah, the Patriots.
I'm just kidding.
The Patriots are absolutely the worst team in the NFL. And
So
here's the
bad.
problem with taking a quarterback for you guys. If Belichick is still there in any resemblance, you're screwed. You need a new coach.
Oh
It's
yeah, And
horrible.
Billy, he will be, and every Patriots fan will go, one more chance. I
What?
need Just one more chance. It's been 4 years.
All right, Charlie, who you got?
Yeah, we're gonna go the Chargers.
Charlie, you're not going to take a chance? You don't want to cement this one?
The Chargers.
Nah. If I get 3 points for it, I'll pick the Pats.
No. I like that. Ben, who you got?
Chargers.
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 I
Oh,
can see the Patriots winning.
Here's a
I'm not
game
gonna
right
lie.
here. Here's a game where the Saints really piss me off. I want to talk about. This is where the Saints piss me off. Ben, who you got?
Lions.
Coming off the loss, though.
You a big Lions fan, Ben? You like the Lions?
I do like the Lions. I like the Lions. Jared Goff's a fun guy to like.
Yeah, you gotta root for him. You kind of remind me of Jared Goff.
I hate Jared Goff. Quickly, guys. Deron Bland.
Remind me of Jared Goff. I fucking hate Jared Goff.
Deron Bland got his 5th pick 6 this year. That's kind of crazy. on the
Crazy
Cowboys.
for the-
I wanted
yeah.
to say that real quick. I'm gonna go Lions.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. The Saints will piss me off here, and we'll talk about it next week. But I'm gonna go Lions. John.
Yeah, me too, but I bet you this is a one-score game.
Yeah, give me the Lions. Give me the Lions. I think the Lions famously play bad on Thanksgiving. I don't think they really play great. So I bet you
I-
this will be hopefully another showing of the offense.
I bet the Lions lose the first playoff game.
Yes, they will.
Yeah,
They will.
I could see.
They will.
No, I could see
I
that.
went-
I could see that.
Overrated.
I went to a Thanksgiving on Friday, and someone from my girlfriend's family said, "You know, the Lions lose every Thanksgiving game when the moon is a waning gibbous." It's like, who figured that out? Who
Was
looked
it a
at?
waning gibbous?
Yes, like last Thursday, it was a waning gibbous.
Damn it.
We'll have to remember that for next year.
Yeah,
We will. I heard something interesting about the Lions. Are they the Vikings last year? Are they just gonna win a bunch of games in the regular season, then have a first round exit?
I can see it.
Depends who they play.
Yeah, it said sound. I was like, yeah, that might check out, but I hope not. I like them.
The Vikings won a bunch last year by one score. What was, like
yeah.
8 of the games by one score.
No,
the
like
Lions
10.
like winning.
Yeah.
10. Yeah, it's something crazy.
Goff sucks.
Matt, who you got? Falcons, Jets.
I hate this so
Arthur
much.
Smith or Zach Wilson?
If they're starting Tim Boyle, give me the Falcons. I don't.
Yeah, I want him to.
There's a great picture. Do you remember a couple weeks ago Zach Wilson when he was running out to the field and he tripped on his own legs as he fell down? It showed that as a GIF and it said the one man to beat the Eagles this year. Like that is the NFL. That is the epitome of the NFL. Is that Zach Wilson is the only quarterback who has beaten the Eagles this year.
It's been a fun year. This has been a fun football year.
It's been a mess. I'm going Falcons.
Kinda. A lot
a lot of
of
injuries.
A lot of injuries. A lot of quarterback.
I'm going Jets.
Yeah, Charlie, I would
going
take this one.
Yeah, Charlie, another good one.
Yeah. You can have it, Charlie.
Yeah, Ben, I have a feeling you might be sneaking into fourth place here.
I thought I did until you honey digged me, Billy.
All right.
I was so excited to be above, to not be in last, and it's only because you cheated for me.
Tried to give you a point. I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Ben, who you got? Steelers, Cardinals.
Oh, in Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Charlie.
Yeah, Steelers are great this year. Steelers.
Yeah, Steelers are a good team.
If the Cardinals had beat the Rams last week, I probably would have said them, but they failed that test, so I have to say Steelers. They're just they can't do it. They still can't do it.
Oh my God, here we go.
Yeah, the Bucks are another team that's been screwing me over, but you just keep Panthers.
No, facts. Baker's gonna put something together this week. Uncle Rock beer, no.
Dude, let's just look at how many
Rock
weeks.
beer.
So Panthers fucked me here.
Traitor.
Panthers. Well, we're gonna look at all the weeks the Panthers have screwed me.
I picked the Panthers once, and it was when they won. 'cause
Well,
I'm
guess what's
jealous.
happening,
I
boys?
talked you into it.
Boys, guess what's happening? We're taking the Panthers.
No,
Oh
Billy.
shit! Their second win.
Coach
Billy
fired.
really-
Coach
Billy really-
Coach
Yeah,
fired.
Coach fired.
Coach fired.
But, dude,
I
they do get
learned
a
from
breath
the
of life.
Raiders. I did
The
learn from the Raiders. They didn't just beat the Giants. They took Daniel Jones out for the year, snapped his ACL, threw him to his parents. Season was done for the Giants. New coach, new life. Bryce Young, the young wolf, out to kill him. Go Panthers.
I like it. I just think the team overall is so defeated. I don't think it's gonna happen, but I like it, Billy.
Charlie, who you got?
Tampa Bay. I was gonna pick Panthers until you did.
I knew I was going to take this one from you. Ben?
John and Matt, here's what's gonna happen. These other two are gonna fight so hard and fuck around with games to try to claw back into third or second. I'm just gonna sneak into third place. I'm going Bucks.
Yeah,
Dude,
just
I'll
gonna
take.
take-
I'll.
Ben, that's what you do. Just hold out.
I'm gonna
Oh,
take the
man.
right picks, and then eventually I'll just
I like
work
the
my
way
way up.
Ben's sitting, his arms up. He's like, guys, just don't even.
I feel like if you
chest.
took your shirt off, it'd be even better.
No,
Yeah, like,
TOS.
already-
Put a cigarette in your mouth.
John, this is my only button. Everything else, Got no-
Yeah, I believe it. I fully believe
got no
that.
pants on either. Okay.
Down
Dolphins are playing a
down yours.
mediocre team. Easy pick.
Nice. Let's go Dolphins.
Exactly. Who are the
They could win
Dolphins
by
playing?
70.
Can we just run this across the board? Come on.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
go,
yeah,
let's
yeah.
go.
All right, Maddie.
Dude, this is like
This is
a great
actually
game.
hard
This
to
is a
predict.
great game. Is this a
Yeah.
4:00?
Wait, what's the win streak? What are the Broncos on right now? Is it 5 or 6?
5 wins.
Fine.
Houston's on a win streak as well.
No, Houston
They
just
lost to
Just
the
lost to
Jags.
Jaguars. Got some points off that. Me and Ben.
Prince
Oh, yeah,
Charming.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's
Let's
go
go.
Broncos.
Whoa!
Wow.
Matthew makes his play. Checkmate, Matthew says. Checkmate. John? Charlie's like, shit, there goes my solo pick.
Texans.
I'm going to go Houston as well.
Yeah, if it wasn't for that cock at Amendola last week, the Texans would have beat the Jaguars. I'm gonna go Texans.
CJ Stroud is just looking.
Damn,
so
is Matthew
sexy.
going to get a solo pick at first?
That's a good pick.
Look
Ben?
at Ben's face.
I'm gonna switch to the Broncos later. So Ben, you should probably do it too.
Let's give it to Matt for now.
Oh,
Let's give it
what a
to Matt.
loser.
Matthew gets the solo.
That's not how you move
I'll
up,
take
Ben.
that.
Come
I'll
on.
take that. Broncos have been
Cleveland,
doing me good in these picks.
Browns, Rams. Rams looked.
This is actually hard too. How did the
The
This is
Rams.
our-
The Rams killed the Cardinals last week.
This isn't hard.
Billy Kyron Williams had like 40 points?
I saw.
If the
Didn't
Broncos
Bento
cannot
play him?
stop Kyron,
Yeah.
yes, I had a 90% chance to win, and then Kyron Williams got 40 freaking points, and my chance went down to like 40.
Bento
and then Keenan
benches
Allen saved me.
Pacheco and puts this kid in. I looked at
That's not
The
crazy.
Bento?
That's not crazy.
I'm just gonna say it, Charlie. Bento is secretly actually okay at fantasy.
Yeah.
He does these little moves, and I'm like, and then some of them pay off. He should have played them both though. That's the mistake he made. Pacheco had like 22. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, Kyron Williams was really good before he got hurt, and he was out for a few weeks, and he came back.
So
And I
good.
think that's the reason why the Rams were kind of in a slump. I think this is going to be Rams. I don't think it's going to be close. I think they're going to slaughter the Browns. I think
Whoa.
the Browns are a second-rate organization with a third-rate quarterback right now.
Let's go Cleveland. Woo, woo. John.
Charlie.
In a fourth-rate fan base.
The Browns have fucked me twice. I picked the Steelers, the Browns win. I picked the who did they play last week?
They picked the Broncos. You picked the Browns.
I
Broncos.
picked the Browns, the Broncos win.
Browns. I double dare you.
Not on camera, but the mic quality is like so much better than everyone else's.
Yeah, we're gonna go
Yes.
Rams.
So this is a nice headset got on. I'll get a camera for this one day.
Yeah, come
Charlie,
on.
I really like this better.
Yeah.
A
I'm
lot.
going Rams too.
Let's
Ben, I
go,
like it better,
Ben.
too.
Ben,
I
let's
think it's-
go. You and me got 2 right last week, Ben. We both said the Jags got it. We both said the Colts.
Those
guys
are
are losers.
Oh,
You
here
guys are
we
losers.
go, Matt. Here we go.
Charlie, can you please fart into this mic? Like,
All
give
right.
it a few
I'll-
minutes.
Let's go with what's gonna happen in the NFC Championship game. Let's say Eagles win.
I
Johnny,
want the Eagles as well.
I'm going San Fran, boys.
I think Brock Purdy has another Brock Purdy kind of day.
Yeah, Brock Purdy, Purds.
Strategy now, Billy. Soiling my plans. I'm going to have to say 49ers. You know, I like the 49ers way more than I like the Eagles. I want to, like, cheer for a team.
Me too,
that I
Charlie.
like.
Charlie, me too. That is exactly why I did it. I don't
The-
care about the
the-
Pickems. I hate rooting for a team I don't like.
Yeah, me too.
That's why I picked the Bills
This'll-
last week, because it was more
This will
fun.
be a high-scoring game because these are 2 overrated defenses again. I bet you McCaffrey and AJ Brown both have a day on this game.
There ain't no way.
I bet you both teams are in the 20s.
Final score 6-3. 49ers.
Let's
Ben, who
go.
are you taking?
I'm gonna let Billy and Charlie just keep sliding.
Let's go. Let's go,
Keep
Ben.
sliding.
Ben, you know what's gonna Ben, you know what's gonna
I'm
happen?
So hyped for you to be in 3rd next week.
Ben, you know
It's
what's
gonna
gonna
be. We'll just have a first 3 places party. We're gonna host a party, and there's gonna be pizza and Kool-Aid, and we're gonna send you videos.
Ben, who you going here? Chiefs, Packers. Ooh.
This one's only hard because the Packers just slopped the clop out of the Lions.
The Chiefs. Let's go Chiefs.
Charlie, you're the only one who I have as like a wild card here. What are you doing?
I'm going to go Chiefs.
Yeah, Chiefs.
I hate the Packers on my heart.
Yeah,
That's another
I
team we
wish-
could have said we
I wish. I'm gonna be secretly rooting for the Packers though. I bet you they could win this, but I'm gonna say Chiefs.
All right, and then
Give me them Jags.
so sad.
Yeah.
This game needs to be
Isn't it?
flexed. This game needs
Could
to
have been
be flexed
This game could have been
for
so
this
hype.
game right here. This game needs to be flexed with this one.
Oh yeah.
They need
I'll
the
tell you,
NFL
though,
needs to start
if-
doing that. I don't know what's going on with them. Get the Jets
don't
and the
either.
Chargers off primetime. John, go ahead.
If the Bengals were able to beat the Steelers last week, I would probably say the Bengals, but I will be going with the Jaguars.
No, yeah, you can't. I'm going. Is everyone going Jags?
Yeah, Charlie, might be worth it, man. Browning is not as bad as people. He is so much better than I could name 6 quarterbacks right now starting in the NFL. That
He
he's
ain't better than the Italian stallion, Danny DeVito.
Billy,
Let's go
it's not
Jaguars.
even close.
Let's go Jags.
You have to. The Jags just beat the Texans. You have to. But it's impressive though. Browning is not terrible.
All right, we'll go through here. Everyone has 1 change. Ben has 2. Matt has none. Matthew doesn't need them.
No, he doesn't.
Matt, you're a beast.
I just get to put on my shades because my future is so bright.
All right, Dallas. Is anyone moving off Dallas to go with Seattle?
Matthew.
Just sit there like that, Matt, the whole time and don't say a word for the rest of the...
You look like Alex Dumont.
It'd be funnier, Matthew, if you left the call. You're like, bye, guys. All right. Colts, Tennessee. Is anyone going to take away Charlie's cemented pick?
Nah.
You can't. I cemented it. It's the rules.
Ooh, that could be what a
that's a
cement
cool
pick is.
rule.
Yeah, when you
I like that rule better, Billy. That whole thought process just went through my head as well when I was looking
if
at
you
this.
cement a pick, no one else
You
can
get
change
to
it.
keep your solo. So even if I change right now, he still gets solo points.
But the
for
way
it.
it works is only one can be used to podcast, and it's just whenever someone uses it. So like Charlie just called
Ooh.
it, so now it's gone.
I'm a dog like that. No big
That's
deal.
nice.
All right, anyone going with the Pats? Billy B.
Excuse me. No.
Anyone taking the Lions over the Saints? Falcons, Jets.
Billy, rewind a second. I'm thinking about this one. I'm thinking
The
about
Saints.
this one.
The Saints.
Dude, the thing is, the Saints they typically put up points.
Yeah.
That means if
okay.
Jared Goff throws another 2 interception game, the Saints win, which
Okay,
that's what he
guys.
did.
Guys, okay. That's what's gonna happen, right? Carr's gonna
Taysom
get
Hill, bro.
Carr's gonna get the case of the diarrheas the day before, and they're gonna have to start Winston, and Winston's gonna cook against the Lions, and the Saints are gonna beat the Lions. Give me that
Change him.
change, Billy.
Wow. I mean, if
Charlie's
Carr,
going for the gold.
if
Charlie's
Carr's-
not playing for second. Charlie's playing for first.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta make moves. All right, 4th, 5th, 3rd. I don't care. I want first. So
all
That's because you
right,
haven't been in last the whole year,
I'd
Charlie.
rather be in last.
then fourth. Fair. You could say you tried. I guess that's fair. Falcons, Jets. Steelers, Cardinals. Oh, this one right here. Bryce Young just looks so bad. Why do you throw a 5-yard screen when you need 7 yards to get a first down? Why do you do that? Who does that?
Dog.
Billy, I'll tell you. And they've
Is it
been
Frank
through
Reich or
Cleveland.
Bryce Young? I'm going to stick with it. I'll stick with it.
Wow, bold.
Dolphins.
Bill, I think it's a good one to stick with.
Yeah. Dolphins.
Commanders pull out odd wins also.
Commanders almost beat the Eagles a few weeks ago.
That's division.
They
It's
did that
division.
last
It's
year too,
division.
though.
It's division.
Not multiplication.
Yeah. This ain't addition. It's division.
Ooh, that's kind of smooth.
Is everyone going to let Matt have this solo pick?
I think
I
Ben
was
should use
so
one of his solo
tempted, Billy.
picks.
I just don't think CJ Stroud's gonna lose.
Look at
This
Matthew's
defense.
face.
I think Ben
I
should
know,
use
I-
one of his picks right now. He has 2. Ben, you should switch to the Broncos. I mean, strategically, it doesn't make any sense for you to go with us. You know, you got to gain on the 3 of us before you get to Matt. So I will go with the Broncos.
I didn't know
what I'm saying?
Charlie was your new
Dude,
manager.
Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie. When did you start representing Ben?
If you want to catch me, Charlie, you have to get different picks than me. So like, and same with Ben. So like, you guys have to stay different. You know.
Charlie, if
Stay
I stay
different.
with you on this game, then all the other games that you get wrong will just keep sliding.
What's up?
And
I feel like if I change on this would be the game Billy catches me on. If I like, and Matt doesn't have to worry about it, but I'll like secretly go into
Yeah,
third
and-
place if I do this change. That's why I'm not doing it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't make sense for you, John, but it would make more sense for Ben to switch this one. Legitimately, it would. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we're going to the
Alright.
next. I'm switching to the Rams. Sorry, Benny.
Oh,
Cup-
Ben gets a solo on
Yeah,
the
I
Browns.
figure Ben would like that.
Thank you,
Dude.
Billy.
Guys, here's the deal with this game. If Matt Stafford his hand hurts a little, you can guarantee they're gonna lose. But if his hand feels okay, you guarantee they'll win. The freaking Rams offense is simply a matter of how good does Matt Stafford's freaking hand feel. It's so weird to me.
And Ben get -2 for how bad that solo is.
All right, San Fran, Philly. Me and Charlie here. We're gonna ride or die with this one.
Oh, I
San
like
Fran
it.
up by 7 until the fourth quarter, lose by 14.
All right,
This
Kansas
is a
City.
good-
Are we all feeling good? Are we all in?
The Packers could pull out something crazy. What did the
Ben.
Chiefs do last week?
Nothing. They never do shit, dude. They just run with Pacheco, and then they're like, "I'll celebrate" when he like puts way too much energy into 1 yard, and then they fucking
Hey,
Travis Kelce gets like a catch.
There was this picture. It shows like these two doors and they're completely destroyed. And it said, "Could someone explain to me what happened?" It had like 100 retweets and likes. And the guy retweeted, "Isaiah Pacheco just ran for 5 yards." And it had
Charlie,
like
they-
60,000 likes.
Charlie,
Billy,
the
can
Chiefs
you change the
barely.
Chiefs game for me, please.
What,
Charlie,
Ben?
what?
The
Can you,
Chiefs,
can you switch the Chiefs? Give me the Pack.
Oh, Ben's going with the pack.
the Chiefs barely beat the Raiders. They were up by like 3 points until the rookie quarterback got intercepted in the fourth quarter.
Purdue guy.
Yeah, who
O'Connell.
played really well against the defense people are hyping up. So
Ooh,
All
that's
right.
nice, Billy.
And with that, we're at the end of episode 89. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.